Fala galera, it's Marina here, welcome back to another video. For those who don't know, I live in Greece and it's gonna be a month since I arrived here in Athens. So today I'm going to be talking about my first impressions. Things that I love about my neighborhood is that all of the apartments, well, most of them have balconies and people fill the balconies with plants. I love that. It creates a beautiful, just wonderful environment. I love to look at the plants, see the green in contrast with the city. I think it's just so beautiful. It's one of the things that I love the most. Second impression, I've already read before I came here that Greek people love to smoke. And I thought, oh, okay, in Brazil people like to smoke as well, but oh my world, here they smoke so much. Seriously. In my college, when there is class breaks, 90% of the people go out to smoke. So I am there with them, all of them are smoking, and I personally don't like that because I become a passive smoker, which is kinda bad. Oh, and another thing is that here, I've never seen that before in Brazil, with normal cigarettes. They roll their own cigarettes. I think it's cheaper. I don't know why, I don't know what's the deal, but they buy their own stuff and they just roll and smoke. It's really interesting. Another thing that it's not that pleasant as well is that here, so my course is in English, but there are some times, but I am the only person, I'm the only international one there. So all of my classmates are Greek, so sometimes they speak Greek, which is a bummer, because I don't know the language. And even though the class is in English, sometimes they say one thing or another in Greek. It's not that cool, especially on breaks when we're all in the circle chatting and they forget I'm there. I don't know what happens, they just start speaking Greek in front of me. I think that, yeah, that's not cool. But that's okay. Yeah, it's life. I don't know, I'm not gonna be upset about those things. I'm just, yeah. Apart from that, English is a second language here in Greece, so pretty much everybody here speaks English. So when you're going to buy stuff in stores or farmers market, merchants always know how to speak English, or they have a partner who does. And if they don't, which is really rare, it's really easy to communicate. They show you the price, you say thank you, blah blah blah, you say how much you want, they understand you. They are very familiar with lots of tourists and international people, so it's pretty easy to get around. Though there was this one funny story. I was at the beach and I went to the beach restaurant. It was a really hot day and I just wanted a glass of water and the fruit salad, and I just ordered that to the waitress, and she had absolutely no idea what I was talking about. And I could see there was a couple of people speaking Spanish and two guys from Portugal. So like, there are a lot of international people there, and she had absolutely no idea what I was talking about. So she just brought me the menu and I was like, okay. And then I put on Google Translator and I figured out how to say in Greek fruit salad and a glass of water. And it's an advice, I advise people when they're traveling to a country that you don't speak the language or they don't speak English, not as their first language at least. Write down some of the keywords, what you usually order, to just make life simple. You can always put on Google Translator, but if for some reason you can't do this, you have your notes, and it shows people, the locals, that you care. It's more friendly. I think that that's a great thing to do. One thing that it's really bothering me here, I think is, I don't know if it's just my neighborhood or whatever, but here they're not collecting the trash, so the dumpsters are overflowing. I think, I don't know what is up with that. I asked the locals what is happening, and they just said, oh, it's normal, maybe a strike, I don't know. And I was like, because I never seen anything like that. And it's literally not just like one dumpster here, no, lots of them. And if they collect, they don't collect everything, just half. So for me, it's not like a big problem because I am low waste, trying to be zero waste. But it's not cool walking on the street and see piles of trash. One interesting thing is that the Greek people have a unique way to drive. So here, for example, there are a lot of motorcycles and they park on the sidewalk, or they just drive on the sidewalk with pedestrians, and I think that's just really weird. I've never seen anything like that in Brazil, and I don't understand how they don't get fees from that, but well, I think it's kind of normal here. And the cars, a lot of them have crashed, so you can see they're not in their perfect state, and they park really close to each other, like really close. And there was one time they were even touching. That kind of freaks me out if I'm going to drive here, because they're not careful with driving, let's say. One thing that made me really uncomfortable is that, so I spent a month here and I could count 3 weird, creepy interactions with older men. So they came up to me and started chatting, and I was clearly not wanting to chat. And then I asked around, and it's not common to come up with complete strangers and start chatting. One of them, I was in the bus going to the beach, then he was really old, and I got out from my seat and I offered my seat to him. And then he started speaking to me in Greek. He was talking a bunch of stuff. I couldn't understand anything. And I was just like, okay, but I think I was with my headphones as well. And then at some point I told him that I didn't know how to speak Greek, and then he started trying to speak English with me. I was obviously not wanting to chat, so I just pretended I didn't know how to speak English, but he kept going. I mean, don't you take the hint? I don't want to talk to you, I don't know you. I was feeling a bit, not scared, but really uncomfortable. And then at some point I just got off the bus. And the other one, I was at the beach, was eating my sandwich, I was all by myself, and then he came up to me, but oh my god, I made the mistake of understanding what he was saying. So I started to answer him in English, but then he started to make really weird questions, like, where do you live, what are you doing here? And then I would just say, I don't know, and he couldn't take the hint either. He wouldn't like go away, and if he would come back and start asking really weird questions. I was almost leaving, but at some point I think he just went away. Thank God, it's so weird. Yeah, and I asked around, and it's not common, and it's a real bummer, because I think if I was with a male companion, that wouldn't happen. So it's really frustrating. But to finish up with a good impression, one of the things that make me love Athens is that it's a very touristic place. So there are a lot of travelers everywhere, especially in the center, but I can see people from all over the world. So it's really nice to know their culture, to meet them, and just to see them walking around and exploring the city. Maybe they're living here, maybe they're just visiting, backpacking, doing family travel, couples travel, solo travel. I met so many wonderful people already, and it's really nice. That's what I like about it. It's awesome. And this was my Athens first impressions. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're from here, please leave in the comments below if my impressions are accurate or not to you. And don't forget to subscribe and please share. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!